What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back. Today we got a fire episode. The question is, are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? What is mindset? What is mindset? Let's get ready to jump into the show. Welcome back to the Warriors Vision podcast. I'm the host, Brian, aka the Warrior. How you guys doing? As you see there, episode 2. Episode 2, new episode. As you see, we did something with the background a little bit. We changed up the studio a little bit. Office/studio. We changed it up a little bit. And it feels better. It feels better. It feels better. So I'm excited about that. We're definitely going to add some more things to the background so you can see what's going on with some little messages, some little inspiration and all that. So, but yes, episode 2, season 5, Warrior Mindset. Why is it necessary? What is it? How do you develop one? Those are all good questions. And I feel like, no, I know we're going to answer them all right here, right now. Let's take a trip back to 2018, 2019. Well, let's say 2018. 2018, just got out of the Army, right? The Army retired me, and I was at my lowest. I felt so weak. I was lost. I was struggling to find some type of purpose. What am I going to do now? What am I here for? All those questions. And usually, actually months, I could not sleep. Anytime I would try to go to sleep, try to gain rest, to rest my mind, it would not happen. It wouldn't happen. There was no rest. Wake up in the morning, it ramped up again. And I don't think people understand that the first battle and the majority of all your battles will take place in your mind. In your mind, when you're sitting alone in the living room or even in the bathroom while you're taking a shower, your mind is at war. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Anything can trigger something and boom, full war has begun. Many days I struggled to get out of the bed. Many days I struggled to even, get up off the couch. I would sit there, turn that TV on, and just, the TV was watching me. It was a struggle. Started talking to my doctor, and, it's basically just like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Understanding that, sometimes we're going to have rough days. Sometimes we're going to feel like we don't want to do. Sometimes we're going to feel like we don't want to get out of the bed. Sometimes we're not going to want to do grown-up things, right? But we got to. You have to. There are people depending on you, people that are relying on you, people that are, young, little ones watching you. Looking to you for direction, leadership, guidance. So I had to have that tough conversation with myself after I left the doctor's office. I had that tough conversation with myself. And actually what really sparked it was when he told me, you know what, you'll never put that uniform on again. And I've said this in many episodes, and it hit me it hit me hard. It hit me hard. And I had to have that conversation with myself, and I had to look myself in the mirror and ask, what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to mope forever? Are you just going to be weak forever? What are you going to do about it? And I got mad. And I was like, I'm going to get stronger. So that was the first step. Like, I was very broken up about feeling so weak. So I was like, you know what? Let's start training. Let's get stronger. And there were days where, I would wake up and like, I don't feel like doing it. And some days I didn't do it. And I was letting myself down because I wanted to be committed to it. And when I didn't do it, I was letting myself down. And that stained me. That was a part of the battle. So anytime I let myself down, that added to the fire, right? So I had to hold myself accountable. Anytime I got down like that, what are you going to do about it? It's important to have a warrior's mindset because now you're in charge of yourself. You can't put the blame off on anything else. You're accountable for your own actions, your own shortcomings, whatever you fell at or whatever the case may be. You're responsible for those things. When you finally decide that, hey, I'm going to start doing something about it. When you decide that I'm going to find solutions instead of just complaining or just moping, now it puts the ownership on you to make it happen. So I held myself accountable. When I didn't get up, that was my fault. That was my fault. Anytime I didn't do what I needed to do, that was my fault. I need to do better. I need to do better. How am I going to do better? Well, I need to get up, do this, and boom, I can do it. And everything is, it's a process. Of course, you're not going to gain that mindset in one day or overnight or, over 2 weeks span. Everything is a process. Anything that we want that's going to make us better, it never happens like that. It never happens. If it does, please leave it in a comment on YouTube. Send me a message on DM. If you're watching this, wherever, hit me up and let me know where it has happened to you like that. But for the most part, it is a process. And I believe, and I'm just, this is not proven or anything. I believe that the process happens because it wants to know, something wants to know how committed you are. How committed you are to this. Are you going to develop discipline for this? The consistency, will it show? So everything is a process. And as I got more consistency within my workouts and doing things around the house and, holding myself accountable, those days, they were far in between. There was dark days before, like every day for weeks. There were days that I could not sleep at all. I did a video on YouTube, and I believe I titled it When the Battle Begins or something like that. But it's on YouTube, and it's just basically, highlighting the fact that as soon as we get out of the bed, the battle has begun. And some, as soon as they lay in the bed, close their eyes and they're trying to sleep, the battle is going right then. It's going then. And it is ongoing until they get out of the bed and continues throughout the whole day. Where is this video at? I'm not going to show it or play it right now. I'm looking for the title. The Battle Begins. That's what it's called. The Battle Begins. It's on YouTube. I'll probably drop that into the description so you can click on that and watch it. It's about, a minute and 15 seconds, I see. And I'm not talking or anything. I'm just illustrating the fact that that's what I dealt with. As soon as I got out of the bed, my mind was going. It was literally playing back every bad decisions I've made, every failure that I've had, every wrongdoing, everything. And it was doing that so it can stop me from doing the things that I need to be doing. Stop me from growing, stop me from pursuing goals. That's why those things were there. That's why the battle was going on. And every morning I have to get up, shake that off, and get to it. That's if you can't win that moment or the following moment after that, your whole day is probably ruined. So first, you have to acknowledge that there is a battle. You have to acknowledge that you are going through some things and you don't like where your mind is at. You have to acknowledge that. If you don't acknowledge that, you're not going to fix the issue. You're not going to fix the problem. You're not going to take responsibility for things that you need to take responsibility for. Being a warrior is about accountability, responsibility, not complaining, finding solutions. Finding solutions. Of course, again, like I said, we're going to have some of those days, but we have to be resilient. We have to be like a tennis ball. A lot of you guys, you was in the military and you've seen that. They have that picture of the tennis ball bouncing, hitting the ground hard, and then expanding and then popping back up. Resiliency. Yes, we're going to get low sometimes, but we have to bounce back. That's what a warrior is. We bounce back. We take that fall. Okay, now let me see how can I counter that? How can I attack that from a different angle? A warrior's mindset. We have to develop that. And so many things are, especially in this time frame right now, that we're in this new crazy age that we're in right now, where it is a spiritual warfare, and the mind is definitely under attack. We have so many things pulling us here and there, and we're being lied to, and we've been craziness is going on. And we have to have strong minds out there that are able to withstand these evil things, so you don't get pulled into it. Suicide rates are through the roof because people feel like they have no hope. They haven't been able to battle themselves. That's the first battle. I'm telling you guys, that's the first battle. As soon as you open your eyes and you hit the floor running, the first battle you have to win is within yourself. I forgot to look up this scripture, but I believe it's in Romans, where it clearly tells us that's where the battle begins. If the devil can take your mind, he has you. That's it. It's a wrap. If he can take your mind, he has you. Because suicides, drugs, alcohol. Those things are just added things to pull you down further. The battle the first battle is battling your own thoughts. If you're not able to defeat those, people tend to go towards drugs and alcohol and, all this other stuff to pull them further and further and further down. I thank God I didn't go down those paths that way. I thank God I didn't go down that way. Praying helped a lot. Praying helped a lot. So I definitely recommend, if you were in the military or even just anyone, this is a message for anyone and everyone. You have to recognize that there's a battle being waged in between your ears, inside your head. Every day. This is every day. Every day. I can't stress it enough. Every day. And again, I'm not telling you every day is going to be perfect. Every day is going to be easy. No. Because as you get stronger, as your mindset gets stronger, as you get better at being able to find what triggers you, as you get better at holding yourself accountable and being disciplined and consistent in your everyday task, as your relationship with God grows, as your relationship with your wife and your kids and your family, everything gets stronger and stronger. The attacks get stronger and stronger. What they say, more money, more problems, more wisdom, more attacks. If that's a thing, this is real. So it's important for you to understand that and equip yourself, prepare yourself for battle every day throughout the day. Because once we're able to leave these doors of the comfort of our own home and go out into the world, we can handle anything that's been thrown at us. We're not going to be easily triggered by some random person who's already struggling with their own battle. You'll be able to, maybe not be able, you probably won't be able to tell that person's struggling or whatever, but you won't react the way you would have reacted if you were still battling your own battles. If you were struggling to win your own battles. You see what I'm saying? That's how important it is. When you see people on these TV shows or in the news or in these court hearings, I was having a bad day. I was struggling. I had a lot on my mind, and I just reacted that way. They were in a battle for their lives. And one little slip up triggered something, and now they're behind bars, or they're in the ground, or they're on some drugs. It's like that. I don't know how much to stress it. The battle begins within, and you have to prepare. You have to develop that warrior mindset, because it is a battle every day of your life that you're walking this earth. Unless you've, even God was tempted during those 40 days and 40 nights. So I can't even, I was about to say, maybe you were, you had a perfect life and you didn't have any issues. And so there's nothing for you to be mentally struggling with, but everyone's going to be tempted with something. So I think I answered the what is a warrior's mindset. I believe I answered the why is it necessary to have, and how do you gain it? How does one attain the mindset of a warrior? I believe we answered all of those. And if I didn't, let me know in the comments. Send me a message. And we can, if we need to go further in detail about what, let me know, because I feel like it's so important. I feel like it's so important to have that warrior mindset. Every day you're being pulled one way or the other. People are flip-flopping in their beliefs. They're flip-flopping on things that they supposedly stood on, that they stood for. And it's because they're not strong in their own mindset to stand up to other people. See, I'm too deeply rooted in my beliefs to budge at all. I don't care if I'm by myself. If I'm holding the flag by myself, I will not budge. I will not budge. I am the warrior, and I want others to have that same mentality. I want others to have that, because again, I remember those dark days. On top of that, we were in Indiana, and it was during wintertime. So I got back in 2018 of November, and it was winter. So winter, there's hardly ever any sunshine, and it's cold. It was rough. I'm telling you, it was rough. There was some days where I was, in the shower, and my thoughts heavy and just bawling my eyeballs out. I felt so worthless and so lost and weak. And I know a lot of you guys that follow me on Twitter know how much I hate weakness with a passion, because I was leaning towards being a victim, becoming a victim. And it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And I had to pull myself out of that. I had to pull myself out of it and start fighting. Because I don't know how far I would have dropped. I don't know how far that hole, how far that hole was, or how deep that hole was. I had to battle. I remember. So I encourage you to start developing that mindset of a warrior. And I think a lot of people, when I say mindset of a warrior, they get not turned off by it, but they're like, what do you mean, like fighting or something? No. I think someone said that on Twitter one time. But it has nothing to do with fighting besides fighting your own mind, your own thoughts. Yes, you have to be a fighter for yourself. You have to fight for yourself. And I think that's a great way to put it. Start fighting for yourself. Because we are our biggest enemies. This is so powerful. So powerful. Self-sabotaging. Self-destruction. Attacking one's confidence, or the mind can play you to make you feel like you're ugly, not worthy, you're not worth anything. Why are you breathing? You're a waste of space. So many things. A lot of that stuff comes from within, and we don't know how to battle it. Most of us just complain and don't ever look for solutions, try to find solutions. Or we don't know how to turn it off. We don't know how to distract ourselves. Well, not distract, because distracting only puts it off. But we don't know how to attack it head on, identify it, and go right at it. I encourage you to start doing that. And watch how your perspective changes on life. Watch how you, let me see, what's the word? How easily and quickly you can become motivated to complete a task. I know a lot of people that like to say, I can't get out of bed. You start attacking those evil, crazy thoughts, and watch how you getting out of bed will be a happy moment. I used to have those moments. Now I'm super excited that the fact that I can get out of bed, because I know that there's someone that did not get out of bed. I know someone is probably still, they're dead or at the morgue now. Just watch how quickly your perspective changes. How positive you'll have, how your outlook will be more positive. And once you start doing that, you'll watch things around you, people around you start changing. Or they'll notice your change, and they'll start looking within or start asking you, how did you do that? I'm telling you, it's real. So I hope that was insightful. I hope it spoke to you. Because like it's season 5. We're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna talk about some things, and I'm an open book. I'm transparent about the things that I went through, the things that I've seen, the things that I've done, and it's my testimony to you on how I have overcome those issues and whatever else. Excuse me. And became a better person, I believe. So we're gonna talk about it. We are gonna create some warriors out there in America, in this world, and we'll have fun doing it. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into this contact information. As you see there, the Warriors Collection Network. This podcast is brought to you by the Warriors Collection Network. Yes, that's a thing. You can follow me at Warriors Collection, or to follow the Warriors Collection brand at Warriors_Collection_ on IG. You can follow our other page at Warriors underscore collection underscore network. Our YouTube, if you're probably watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Turn on the notification when these videos get uploaded. Do it. Do it. And you're watching it, just go ahead and hit the like. If you like it, hit the subscribe. Turn on the notifications. Share it with a friend. Tell someone about it. Follow me on Twitter at cthruit1. And we are on TikTok for good reasons. We're on TikTok. It's pretty fun. It's a lot of garbage on there. Not even gonna lie. It is a lot of garbage on there, but there's a lot of good stuff on there where people are trying to inspire and motivate, push people to be better versions of themselves, and that's what we're doing at the Warriors Collection brand. Showcasing some of the things that we're doing on our land and within our own lives. So go there on TikTok at Warriors Collection brand and give us a follow on TikTok. If you're listening to this podcast, you can catch us on Anchor.fm, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Audible, Overcast, Radio Public, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Podcast Breaker. All right? And that's where we at, y'all. So I hope this was very, I hope it touched you. I hope it rocked you. I hope it shook you up. That's my dog tags. I got to start remembering to take them off or hold them. But I hope this was beneficial to you in your ears. Or if you know someone that should be hearing this, pass it along. Pass it along. Help this channel grow. Help the podcast grow. Let's reach out and grab others and bring them along. There's others that are looking for guidance, looking for help. Bring them along. I'm pretty sure this podcast is pretty good. Pretty sure. All right, guys. Again, it's been fantastic. Season 5 is here. I'm excited about it. Season 5 is here. We're going to talk. We're going to jump into a lot of things, but I'm not going to hold you up. So thank you for tuning in to the Warriors Vision podcast. I am the host, Brian, and I hope to see you guys soon, live, in person, wherever the case may be. Train hard, train smart, be an asset for your community. This is the host, Brian, aka Warrior. Warrior out.